Hey there, welcome back. We are covering the Little Mermaid theory. Now, I did cover this, I believe, both on my TikTok way long ago. I'll have to recover it, as well as on um, in my second book of the series, the Disney Pixar Connection straight to video. Um, so this does take from both the Little Mermaid, the third movie, so the Little Mermaid Ariel's beginning. Um, The Little Mermaid, the original, and The Little Mermaid 2, Return to the Sea, as well as, believe it or not, Return to Neverland. I know. All right, so here's the thing. In in the Little Mermaid 3, Ariel's beginning, we learn why King Triton is so protective and why he forbids Ariel to, in the original Little Mermaid, to go anywhere near humans. So King Triton's wife, Ariel's mother, was killed by a pirate ship at the Mermaid Lagoon. Yeah, you know, the same lagoon in Neverland, by which the same famous pirate who roams the waters, aka Captain Hook, who is much older by this time. When I say much older, it's because through the Tinkerbell Theory, which I will have to cover at another time, this is a very long theory, okay? So in Tinkerbell, and actually it was during the Pirate Fairy specifically, but in my Tinkerbell Theory, in the Pirate Fairy, Captain Hook is quite young. He's probably in his early 20s, and then as we see him in this movie, he's in his like 40s, maybe 50s at this point. So yeah, that's something, right? Anywho, so we know the time does go past because Ariel turns 16 and she meets Prince Eric in The Little Mermaid. So I'm going to show you the clip of from Ariel's beginning on, unfortunately, the death of Athena. Okay, so now we're at where the original is, right? So that was set 12 years prior to The Little Mermaid. So Ariel and her sisters were quite young. I believe they were four-ish. They were around four-ish. So we know why King Triton does not like humans. He believes they're all bad. And can't blame him on some things. I mean, let's face it, during Under the Sea, Sebastian even sings about how horrible the world up above the land can be, because he's not wrong, especially for the fish. Oh, I love that. I love, love, love that song. Um, Very accurate in that way, but it's also fun to jam too. I was listening to it the other day, cooking dinner with my little one. Anyway, so yes, okay. But now we're at the Little Mermaid, and in the Little Mermaid, we know that. The Ariel's beginning was about 10 years prior, so she was about 6, not 4. I apologize. Um, so then we know about this scene. Ariel is desperate to be up on the human world. She, sees Prince Eric. She wants to be with him. Young love. Now, this is very common for the time. I know, looking at it as an adult, I'm like, a 16-year-old with this guy? Like, what? What are you thinking? But, remembering back when I was young, I wasn't that young, but I was quite young, and I'm sure I acted like that. I can remember the times. But it was also very common for young marriages as well. So, yeah, just remember that. That's set back in like the late 1700s, early 1800s. And you can tell by the clothing style that they wear. So here's from The Little Mermaid, where King Triton destroys everything that Ariel has collected. Now remember, there are tons of Easter eggs in here, and you can check them out in my Little Mermaid Easter egg video, as well as I believe I have both the second and the third film up already. If not, I will have to add those quickly. Probably not until April or so, but we'll check it out. Anyway, here's this clip. Okay, so now we're at The Little Mermaid 2, Return to the Sea. And in this film, Ariel has been married. She's the only princess who has a kid, Melody, who just turned 12 in this film. Now, because of the revenge of Morgana, who is Ursula's sister, who, by the way, in a deleted scene from, I think it was The Little Mermaid, it was on a deleted scene, and I think it was also mentioned in the series that they're sisters to King Triton, I believe. We're going to have to go through that and find that evidence because that's quite interesting in itself. But they had walled off Eric's kingdom from the sea because Morgana wanted revenge and was going to go after Melody. Melody, of course, being just like her mother, decided to, well, do the opposite of what Ariel did. Instead of wanting to be on land, she wanted to be at the sea. And she did it. And of course, just like Ursula took advantage of Ariel, Morgana did the same to Melody. Anywho, there is a whole lot to that. A whole lot to that. Anyway, by the end, they take down the wall, they're reunited, yada yada, happy ending, so forth. However, what we do learn from all three movies is that Atlantica has to be fairly close between Neverland and where Ariel and Eric live. Now, here's the thing. I'm not going to put everything on here in this video. You guys can go check out my book because I do show some pictures, but it is possible that Neverland could be an island off the coast of Belize because the island not only has the same shape, but also has similar resources as we've seen on Neverland, described throughout both the Peter Pan films, Little Mermaid 3, and the Tinkerbell films. That's quite interesting. So I'm going to show you a quick clip from actually Return to Neverland, which is the sequel to Peter Pan, just showing you the shape of Neverland, and you guys tell me what your thoughts are. I also want to point out that I do believe that Atlantica is in the midst of the Atlantic Ocean because that would make sense, and it would take approximately 14 hours to go from London to Neverland, or where this island is, Belize, by plane from London. So it would make sense, and it would make sense that Atlantica is right in between so that they can get there pretty fast. And we know mermaids swim pretty fast, so obviously that makes sense. It is possible that the kingdom of where Eric and Ariel live is on the coast of Monaco, kind of like in the Mediterranean, which is why we see things like the willow trees and the very tropical fish that are seen in the films and the animals during Kiss the Girl. So I know a lot of things don't always add up, but that is something that I found interesting and did my research on, so go check it out. I hope you guys enjoyed this theory video, and I will see you guys next time.